Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, one and all. Thanks for joining us in the episode 9 of the BRM Brownbag. Today, I'm extremely glad and delighted to have my friend all the way from Shanghai, Gary Zou. Gary Zou is one of the top 2021 BRMs for 2 consecutive years for 2020 and 2021. Thanks, Gary, for joining us today and sharing your insights about your BRM journey. Just for introduction, Gary, why don't you run us through your journey towards becoming a BRM? I know you have had a lot of experience around it, so please do share your journey.
Yeah, thanks, Suresh. Um, Hello, everybody. This is Gary, and I'm an experienced practitioner in various business IT disciplines, especially focused on business relationship management. I'm currently working as a regional IT manager at Cisco System. So my internal title is Customer Success Manager. So I'm the BIM guy. I have been here for almost 8 years. Prior to Cisco, I worked as a engagement leader at HP and IBM. So when I do consulting and program management, I need to work with my clients to understand the relationship. And the fundamental important thing is I have to build up a good relationship and a sustainable relationship with my clients. So to me, experience is based on relationship. Relationship really matters. Thanks,
Exactly.
Suresh.
So today's theme, Gary, is how to establish sustainable relationship with your business partners. It's very interesting, isn't it? Now with the
Yeah.
pandemic, everything being remote, how do you really do that? So I want to kick off our first question as to why relationship matters to your business and um, how we can relate it better.
Yeah, thank you, Suresh. Why relationship matters? Well, I want to talk about something not very theoretical, but more naturally understood by everybody. From human nature perspective, we enjoy working with friends. Okay, a lot of companies they only work with friends when they do their business. There was one time I talked to my friends at EY. Their partner told me, well, good relationship is fundamental to every successful business because we like friends. We work with friends. And then, nowadays we are moving to digital area. In the digital area, we talk a lot about experience. Just like I mentioned earlier, experience is based on relationship. When you have good relationship, you feel well. It's wow experience. The third item is when we have good relationship, people will have good perception, and the perception is a natural element of value proposition. Yeah, when people judge how much it is valuable, one of the elements is good perception. That's for it.
So I think you're right, and as Aaron Barnes says that the best value of business relationship management is the value coming out of that relationship. That really,
Yeah, that's it.
and I completely agree that you talked about experience because today it's all about experience management, where each and every touch point with your customers and business partners, how is it more effective to finally remember? And I famously tell people, and with what we quote in part of experience, people would
Yeah.
forget what you said. People would forget what you did, but people will never forget how did you make them feel. So that's very important about that experience one. So if you do talk about a lot of things around relationship owners, so to be
Hmm.
an excellent relationship owner, how do you play with that? How do you illustrate a role called relationship owner? Please tell us a little bit about that role called relationship owner.
Definitely. Well, relation owner is a concept as extension to a standard BIM book because exists everywhere in your business. Now we call it RO or relationship owner. The definition is RO is a member of the provider organization's leadership team. For example, you are from HR or IT team or sales team. You are a leader there. You have to work with your clients or business at SBL level. SBL is short for senior business leader. So you are the guy from provider organization, you are the leader there, and you are interacting with the corresponding leaders from your business partners organization. You have to liaise with the key business executive and the stakeholder to monitor the health of the relationship and try to influence people, okay, to ensure we have sustainable relationship. That is definition for RO. And the next question is, how can we play with your relationship owner's role? I think we have 4 key points. The first one is relationship. As you are the relationship owner, so you should really care about relationship. You should do everything you can do, considering of your culture, of the particular requirements, try to ensure we have the relationship there reliably and healthy. The second item is build yourself. Okay, as a relationship owner, you should develop your own skills. Like you can learn something from BRM book, right? You should identify your relationship needs from your particular scenario. You should focus on giving, not just asking from them. You should focus on giving them, right? And you should try to build up trust relationship with people. When people trust you, you have good relationship with them. And one of the most important thing is be authentic. Be a good man, be authentic. Be honest. Even you cannot deliver what you promised, even this is just lip service, but be authentic. People will like you, and be transparent. And try to build up mutual respect from them. That is characteristics from build yourself. And the third item is be a good communicator. So you are the relationship owner. You are not the guy to manage the day-to-day delivery, right? So communication is especially important. Yeah, you can do a lot of things about communication. For example, you can have regular, informal catch up. You can do formal reporting and reporting up. The last item is really consider your business partner. Think about their value. Okay, the value of a business owner is not how much communication, how much stakeholder engagement you conducted. It is about how much value you have given to your business partner. So think about their value in interests. That's
Excellent.
what.
Excellent. And I think you touch upon a lot of these aspects around being authentic, right? Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you're not trying to prove someone. When you are original, when you consistently deliver on your expectations and being truthful, open and transparent, it forges the relationship to a greater extent. So that spins down to the next question. If there is a framework to forge relationship, culture, and establish sustainable relationship, what does it look like?
Yes, thanks, Suresh. Definitely. There should be a framework. We call it a relationship framework. There's no one size fit all solution for it. It should be something like, um, you know, you create conceptual framework. Based on the framework, we understand our, you know, corresponding uh, context from both parties, from supply provider party and from business partner party. I can give example. There's a international company. They have built up very mutual relationship framework between IT and the business. Firstly, they created a cohort. Cohort means some types of events or campaigns, and during the events and campaigns, people from both parties will work together. We have chance to interact with each other. We learn something together. We help each other. That is for cohort. Okay. The next one is peer level interlocks. For example, the director from IT organizations will interact with director and the VP from business parties. And the manager from IT organization will interact with managers from business party. And senior staff and senior engineers from IT party will interact with business user. So you should create a IT charter. In that charter, you have different connections, yeah, at peer levels. So what does interlock mean? Interlock means you should meet up, and during the meeting, you will talk through, you will ask for questions, you will listen to their queries. And you need structured communication, just like I mentioned earlier. Maybe you need weekly banner, updates. You have formally weekly and quarterly updates. I just give simple example. Say you are the IT director for that company, and you can try to do quarterly IT updates to their senior executive, to the general managers, to give them information, give them transparency, and give them chance to listen to their queries and questions. Yeah, yeah. And you should also create communities from both parties. For example, IT communities in Japan or business and IT corner in Singapore. We have done something similar before. That is something about framework.
Great. This is great. These are very practical tips of how you can make these connections much more stronger. And I love this part is it's building an IT charter, looking at interlocks, kind of
Yeah.
informal communications. So people tell that most of the relationship get flourished mostly by informal communication. Do you agree that that's much more preferred over formal communications? How has it been your experience?
Yeah. Well, you know, we need to think about the cultural and the communication requirements. Yeah, just for example, we have weekly catch up, monthly interlocks, and monthly leadership updates, and quarterly senior level updates.
Excellent. That is really good. So, why do you recommend? And you are a CBRM yourself, and you've gone through this whole grind of BRMP, Certified Business Relationship Management. Why do you recommend BRM's body of knowledge to do the BRM body of work? How has it helped you as a customer success manager in Cisco to apply some of these best practices in real world?
I'm so excited to talk about this one. You know, before I know the BRM interactive book, I'm almost blind. I try to practice how to build up a sustainable relationship with the customer, and I try to learn from the CRM world, but I didn't find really practical and helpful results for me. And I'm so excited to know there is a BRM book. I know there are two publications and some other company publications and a forum. The most exciting point is these are not just some books. They are interactive. You can ask questions. You can post your experience. You can access technicals and case sharing from the BRM community. That's so helpful. And we have people just like you and me, uh, standing there. We can support each other, and we are part of a crowdsourcing group. That's so helpful. It's beautiful.
Excellent.
And I uh, I used one slide from BRMP training material. As everybody can see here, when you formally do your BRM practice, you are changing the fundamental way you are doing your business. Yeah, from the old way to the new way. There's only one thing I have to highlight is you're moving up your service management maturity from pure service management to value management.
Mm.
Let's make it simpler. Say you are an HR BP at an organization, and traditionally you care about how to do something like uh, recruiting, learning development, and employee relationship for your business. But now you care about not only how much you have been given, you care about how much they have received, how much your business has benefited from the work you have done. It's about value management.
No, I think it's very important that you said that we as service management people have to move away from just looking at service management to value management and that conversation. And because you have done this
Yeah.
over a period of time, it's great. to see those insights. And what do you recommend people to be good in BRM and to develop sustainable relationships? Do you recommend them to go through the business relationship management, professional, and CBRM courses, which
Yeah.
provide value for them?
I encourage everybody who has a stake in relationship management to take BRMP training and learning. Even they don't really care about certification, that kind of training and learning would be beneficial for their career path.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Gary, for spending time today and sharing your valuable insights about how to establish sustainable relationship with your business partners. I'm sure that our viewers across the globe would have enjoyed listening to you, and we hope sincerely after the pandemic opens up, we will be able to come and meet you in real time. And I
Yeah.
wish you good luck, and thank you so much again for your time today.
Thank you, Suresh, my friend. I enjoy talking with you. Thank you. Sure. No worries.
So thanks so much today, all of you who are joining us on the episode 9. I hope you enjoy the session for sustainable relationship with your business partners. If you have any questions, comments, please put your thoughts around it. And we hope to see you in the next edition of BRM Brownbag. Until then, stay safe and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.